Hey you mascara Mildreds. I will now be ranking the studio albums of legendary American emo pop rock outfit, Paramore. Enjoy. Number 6 is This Is Why. I'll just put it out there. These guys have never made a bad album. The band's most recent release before their recent hiatus announcement, It Saw Them Approach, sounds both old and new, with flirtations with post-punk. While it isn't a bad album, I would say there is some slight filler throughout, but the good songs easily overshine them. The track I'd recommend is The News. Number 5 is Brand New Eyes. A massive experiment for them, moving them into a more mature direction. It saw the band sharpen up their songwriting to something more contemporary. I do think they would perfect this approach on their next album, as there is some slight filler moments throughout. Hayley Williams' lyrics on this are fantastic, really getting into the nuance of that fine line between anger and passion, with even some lyrics directed at some holier-than-thou members of the band. Sadly, this was the last album to feature their classic lineup, but it was a turbulent time for them, and it was the turbulence that made this album. The track I'd recommend is Ignorance. Number 4 is After Laughter. Further experimentation saw the band doing an homage to 80s pop, but very much making it their own, which is very commendable. Overall, it flows very well, with some callbacks to their earlier sound. While it would be interesting to see them explore this style further, they did create a great experience. The track I'd recommend is Caught in the Middle. Number 3 is their self-titled. The first album the band made is a 3-piece. It saw them take their mature sound from their previous album, explore it further, but go even deeper with further experimentation with post, hard and pop rock. Their longest album overall, it contains some interesting interludes throughout and even some expansion on certain songs. Hayley Williams' performance throughout is fantastic, being able to fully embrace the experimentation of the music. The track I'd recommend is Still Into You. Number 2 is All We Know Is Falling. The band's debut album, made when they were mostly just teenagers, it saw them come through with a more mature and intricate version of the emo pop punk style that they were influenced by, calling back to the forefathers of the 90s emo scene. The real drawing point though is Hayley Williams' vocals, as she defiantly takes up the mantle and commands the songs with brilliant range. The track I'd recommend is All We Know. In my opinion, the best Paramore album is Riot. While their first album took the scene by storm, there still was an overall shyness to it. This album is far from shy. It's loud, brass, in your face, but very colorful. The perfect example of a crossover that shows a natural progression for the band. Punchy, heavy yet bright, great hooks and songwriting. Overall, the band are at their zenith of their ability. Hayley Williams is the real star though, with great snarky attitude, but an overall chaotic good nature. When it comes to this era, this is the best example of a crossover that hit all the right marks. The track I'd recommend is That's What You Get. Thanks for watching. Recommend me another band to do this with, or else I'll get you to do a popular song with a rapper who later will ruin their career by really getting into the flat earth theory.